Hello guys, Greg back with another video. So it's only been a few weeks since I did a similar video to this, recent acquisitions haul video. But in the UK there was loads and loads of really good promos in December. So a combination of that and getting a few gifts for Christmas, I've actually got another 10 bottles to show you. These are all completely new ones to me, so I'm not going to try and break them down and describe them in too much detail. I'll just give a little bit of brief detail about each one and show you what I've got. So the first one is from the house of Nasamato, and this one is called Duro. Now, I did have a sample of this one previously and really enjoyed it. What I'll say is it's a fragrance that I won't wear very often. It's a rare occasion fragrance. It's very complex, very challenging, and probably could be quite offensive to some people, I would guess. It's smoky and spicy, it's leathery, most of all it's woody. Now I'm a serial oversprayer with most fragrances, but I will be using 1 or 2 sprays of this one. This is a extrait de parfum. They only come in 30ml, these Nasamatos, but to be honest, the strength of this, that 30ml will probably last as long as 100ml of most of the EDTs that I own. So that's the first pickup, Duro from Nasamato. Second one, also from the house of Nasamato, this one is Pardon. Again, I had a sample of this one previously as well. I have to say, now I've got the full bottle, I'm a little bit disappointed with this one. It's not quite as complex or interesting as I remember from the sample that I had. This one gets compared to L'Instant de Guerlain Extreme quite a lot. I don't really see that comparison myself. This one has a prominent dark chocolate note. L'Instant de Guerlain Extreme has a prominent cacao note, which could be construed as being similar. They've also got sandalwood, but really I don't see much of a comparison. I was actually going to sell this, but probably been a bit hasty. I need to give it, it is a complex fragrance, so I'm going to give it a little bit more time, see if I can learn to appreciate it. So that's the second one, that's Pardon from Nasamato. The third one that I've got here, this is from the house of Phaidon, and this is called Antigua. As you can see, this is still in the cellophane. I can't really tell you anything about this. This was a complete blind buy. All I know about it is that there's a lot of fruits and there's musk in here. One of the reasons I was confident enough to buy this was that I'd already previously bought another Phaidon fragrance which I was very impressed with, and that one is Rouge Avignon. Now this one is a rose-based fragrance, and I'm glad to say I've actually finally found a rose-based fragrance that I really enjoy. This is very good. If you want a more detailed breakdown about this, because there's an awful lot more than rose going on, check out Rene's video. His channel is Mr. Zayas81, and I'll leave a link to that video. He's got a very comprehensive review. The only criticism of this one for me is that the lasting power on my skin is not very good. I only get about 5 hours of this before it becomes almost a skin scent, which is a bit of a shame. So that's the number 4, Rouge Avignon. Number 5, this one was actually a Christmas present. This one is Prada Amber Pour Homme Intense. Now, I'm a big fan of the original Prada Amber Pour Homme, but they are very different fragrances, these two. The Intense one is a great mix of amber and vanilla. It's got a really great myrrh note in here as well. And it's got a heavy dose of patchouli. Really impressed with it, and we'll almost certainly review this one at some point. And that's Prada Amber Pour Homme Intense. Number 6, also a Christmas gift, and hadn't actually smelt this one at all, so it's a bit of a risk to ask someone to buy this for me for Christmas, but because of the notes and the descriptions I was pretty certain I was going to like this one. And this is Michael Kors for Men. And it's an aromatic fougere, which is probably my favourite category of fragrance. Smells like pipe tobacco, incense and dried fruits. I've only worn it once, so I'm probably missing out a lot of good things that are in this fragrance, but that's what I get initially. But I'll be testing this one a lot more in the next few weeks, and I'll probably review it at some point. That's Michael Kors for Men. Number 7, this one I believe is discontinued. I picked this up from a Facebook group. Thanks Aaron for this, you know who you are. This one is Idole de Lubin by Lubin. You can see what great presentation there is on this. This is the cap here, which is like an African mask. Never smelt this one before. It was a blind buy, but got a really great deal on it. Only worn it once, so I can't say too much about it, but initially what I get from it is rum, some spices and some leather. It's different to anything else I've tried actually. Really impressed so far with this. As I say, what great bottle design that is. So that is Idole by Lubin. Next one that I have is This is a discontinued gem. This is from the Tom Ford Private Blend, and this one is called Bois Américain. It's a woody, spicy fragrance, lots of pepper, lots of incense, and lots of cedar in here. I'm going to be wearing a lot of this one because I'm really enjoying it, and I will review this one. It's actually going for over £150 for 50ml on eBay at the moment, so it's quite a sought after fragrance, quite difficult to find at a decent price. Tom Ford's Bois Américain. 2 more to go, and I'll tell you now that I don't. Both of these 2 weren't really great purchases for me. Number 9 is from the indie house Smell Bent, and this is called Hungry Hungry Hippies. Now, I'm not going to ever bash any indie house for anything they produce. I've got nothing but the utmost respect for them, and I really want them to succeed. This fragrance is probably very good. In fact, it's very well reviewed by other people. But just on my skin, it just doesn't work for me. Again, I picked this up from a Facebook group. Shout out to Keith that I purchased this from. If anyone in the UK is interested in buying this, I'm going to sell this one. There's about 35ml left in this bottle. This is a 50ml bottle, so give me a shout if you're interested in that. That's Hungry Hungry Hippies from Smell Bent. And the final one, which I also bought from the same chap on a Facebook group, this is Meharise by L'Herbalario. Now this is an EDP. I bought this because it gets lots of comparisons to Frederic Marle's Musc Ravageur. Don't actually see much of a comparison myself, and again this one just doesn't work for me, so if anyone's interested in this, it's almost full bottle, 50ml EDP, give me a shout. So there you go guys, that is 10 new purchases in the last, well, basically in December and over Christmas. Hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon. Cheers.